Shalom. I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the brothers out there doing the works in truth and in sincerity. My name's Karna from GMS Toronto. Today I'm just doing a lesson based off of this book here, just showing that the Israelites were in the rulership of Europe prior to Esau. Which we came about in power 193 AD, pretty much when Septimius Severus, which he was an Israelite, he took down, the Roman Empire, the emperor at that time, and pretty much from 331 AD or 323 AD, if I'm not mistaken, the Council of Nicaea happened, and the Holy Roman Empire was established with Constantine the Great and so on. And we pretty much ruled till the mid 1300s. Then the Black Plague came about, where it killed 2/3 of the population of Europe, which the Israelites were the majority of that population, mainly of the House of Judah, so-called Negro, West Indian Haitian, which their biblical name was Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. So 2/3 of that population died, and the white man came to power, eventually, and took us down 1453 through the Ottoman Turks, and then through the Roman Catholic Church, the Borgia family in Spain, Italy, and so on, and they took over and they expelled us from Spain, and we lost our power. Then the Renaissance came about, and they repainted all our images and destroyed a lot of our images through iconoclasm, which is to destroy which it destroyed our images, man. Our icons, of the saints and so on, the prophets, of the knights and all that, the kings, the coat of arms. A lot of those things were destroyed, but they couldn't destroy all of them. So I'm gonna go in this book and show you guys a few images. It's entitled The Horizon Book of the Middle Ages. Shows a knight on a horse, and his horse is decked out in nice attire, man. And and his horse has a shield, man, or a warrior like shield, man. Was written by Norman. No, the author is Morris Bishop, American Heritage Publishing Corporation Inc., New York. So they're the ones who published this. And you can see here, that this man here has woolly hair, and they totally repainted over the images, which I'm going to show you throughout this book here. Just look at this right here. All of this is iconoclasm, which you could look that up. Iconoclasm, where they painted over images before the Renaissance, man, and they totally destroyed them and whitewashed it, man. Get see, you could look here. This is court, or is it white? It says white with churchmen on the left, red robe barons on the right, judges seated on the woolsacks between them. The English Parliament meets before Edward I, enthroned above his vassals, the rulers of Scotland and Wales. So this is the court of the king, and you could clearly see that they were Israelites, man. You know, big nose, big lips, you know. So these are the rulers of so okay, Edward the First is on the throne, and this is the rulers of Scotland and Wales on the right and left, and then the churchmen and so on. You know what I mean? You could clearly see that they have woolly hair, you know, and Esau had to whitewash these images. Okay, like look at this one right here. Look at this right here. You know? Esau, you know, had to distort. Esau had to distort these images, man. Slack, make me zoom in. Right there. Right here. See some brown and stuff. Esau took his time to, you know, to distort these images, man. You know, that's just one right here. But I have to get some obvious ones where you know, it shows that they're clearly black, man, or so-called black. Right, look right here. This is the Crusaders with King Richard the Lionheart. See, if you could see that there in the caption. Crusaders were not inclined to extend Christian charity to the Muslim foe. After capturing Acre, this is on the Holy Land, Richard the Lionheart, as the left wearing the crown, watched 2,700 Muslims were massacred, man. Because the Christians, which were Israelites, they went to war against the Muslim, you know, Ishmael, and as well as Israelites who converted to Islam, you know, for the Holy Land, man. You know, because that whole Islam came about to through the Roman Catholic Church, basically as a guise for us, the Israelites, to regain back the Holy Land from the Ishmaelites, which during the time of 70 A.D., after we fled out of Jerusalem and so on into Africa and certain parts of Europe. Ishmael went up in there and started living there for, you know, a couple centuries, man. So during the 5th century or during the 6th century, that whole Islam came about, if I'm not mistaken, through the Roman Catholic Church, man. You know, and it was devised by us as a way to get them out of our land and to tell them that Mecca's the Holy Land and to get them the hell out of there. But eventually, like, we had to go up in there by force, man. So here's Jake slaughtering these Ishmaelites and beheading them, man. And you can clearly see Ishmael right here. It's captives, which they were dark, as well as the knights, man. And the nobles right there. You see that right there? Clear as day, man. Well, Esau tried to whitewash some of it, but you couldn't get all of this right here. You know? Look at this right here. This is Pope. This is page 86. This book is probably like hard to find now, if you could even find it. Or if you could find it, you're gonna have to spend like arm and a leg, you know, to get it. Pope Urban II came to the Council of Clement in 1095 with two aims: peace in Europe and war in the Holy Land. So this is Pope Urban II, man. Or because we're the founders of the Roman Catholic Church, of the Eastern Orthodox Church, of those churches throughout Europe during the Dark Ages. You know, Israelites were the founders of these things, man. And you could clearly see that everybody behind Pope Urban II is black. Then look, why the hell are some of these people blue and all that? Because Esau tried to distort these images, but you see everyone behind them is black as night, man. With woolly hair, big lips, big nose. Look at that right there, man. Those are Israelite features, man. But Esau, being the devil that he is, iconoclasm, tries to destroy our images, man. You know? Damn devils, man. You got a script. Slakia. You got a script. You got Revelation, man. I believe it's 12. So this is Revelation 12 and 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, which the woman represents Israel, right? That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood, which the flood represents the lies, man, the lies that we're taught in school, in church, on the History Channel and history books, in his movies. Everything that we basically learned and that we're influenced by in this society is pretty much a lie, man. You know, where he's saying that he's the chosen. He's saying that he was King Arthur. You know, he was the original Irish and this and that, original Scot and King, or the original Anglo-Saxon, which Anglo-Saxon means angelic sons of Isaac, man. You know, it says, and the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and the earth, what's the earth represent the artifacts, these archaeological findings and so on, this artwork, you know, that we have, you know, Slakia, the artwork and so on that we have, like all of these things is what's helping us come back to our true nationality and further make what we say valid. And that's why we're blacklisted from the media and so on. Like they won't have us on TV, you know, have no TV shows or have us on the History Channel explaining to our people who they are going into the history. We're blacklisted, man, because because this is the truth, and the elites, they spend billions or trillions of dollars to keep this away from us, from the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives. They spend trillions of dollars to keep this away from us, man, so that we don't know who we are, man. It says, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. The dragon represents Esau, okay, through his pagan Roman Empire back then, and then now his newly revised Roman Empire, man. His newly revised pagan Roman Empire through NATO and the EU and so on. You know, it says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandment of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and which is the brothers out there who's teaching the words in truth and sincerity. Even the guys who's a part of these different congregations, man. You know, like the elites is gonna come after you as well, man, because 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 you guys are pushing Israel, even though you guys altered a lot of the truth. But end of the day, like, they're gonna come after you guys as well, man. But mainly us of Great Millstone, man, because we're the ones who's teaching the whole 100%, that 100 proof, man. Like, we're the ones who teaching that 100 proof truth, man. That potent, that super potent truth, man. That uncut truth, you know which is only us who's doing that right now, man. And you're only gonna get things like that from us, man. All these history lessons, current events, and so on. You're only gonna get that from us. Prophecy, all those things what I aforementioned is only gonna be taught by us, man. Uncut, just raw. Okay, let me continue on. This is another another one right here, of us driving Esau out of our kingdom, man. To do whatever, be mercenary. I'm gonna just read the footnote, what these devils put. It says, so quickly did the word of the crusade spread through Europe that before the nobles could organize their journeys, a grubby mystic called Peter the Hermit had recruited thousands of eagle followers among the peasantry, which you damn devils. Yeah, you damn devils are original peasants. Right now, we're peasants in your kingdom, but in our kingdom, during the Dark Ages, you were the peasants. Alright, and we were recruiting you, and then we recruited you guys as mercenaries in our armies, man. And if you guys fucking didn't perform to the way how we want you to perform, we just got rid of you, man. Back then, eager followers among the peasantry, and set off with them toward Jerusalem. At the first Crusaders, they made a poor impression, even in the Christian countries through which they passed. Yeah, because you're a bunch of faggots, you're weak. No provision had been made for feeding the bored up pilgrims. So yeah, we treat you like the shit that you are. So they could not buy supplies, they pillage the countryside. So they could not buy the supplies, they pillaged the countryside and sacked the towns. In retaliation, stragglers from one contingent were set upon by the Hungarians. On the left, Slovakia. Disputes between pilgrim faction and attacks by both Christian and Turks ended the peasants' crusade before it reached the Holy Land. So yeah, we ended that, man. So that means that that means that ones of you who weren't killed, like you guys were enslaved, man. Alright? Me could clearly see that these are Israelites. The foot up your fucking ass. Like you see this Jake right here? Look like he just snuffed this fucking peasant right there. These motherfuckers are scared and shit. Being marched out of our kingdom, man. Slovakia. Get Job 30. Job 30 and 30. Or Job 30 and 1, Slovakia. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs on my flock. Alright. And that was our forefather Job, man. Alright, which is referring to you damn Edomites, because he didn't even want you guys around the dogs of his flock, because because we know how you damn devils get down. You guys like to sleep with all kind of animals and stuff, do all kind of bestiality stuff. And how is the so-called white man younger than us? Because he comes from black people, man. You damn devils, you come out of us. You guys are just that weak gene, that weak gene upon the earth, man, who the Most High cursed. The Most High cursed you through Cain, where he set the mark upon you, where you can't run away from your wickedness. And then you came back again after the flood as Esau, man, with in that same spirit as Cain, that same exact spirit as Cain, the serpent. And then now you're Esau, Edom, man. Alright, and the Most High is gonna get ready to take you guys out, and and get rid of that seed, man, that wicked seed upon this earth, man, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. So so during that time, during the time of the dark ages, like we drove you guys up to the Caucasus Mountains, and then you guys were eating on all, and then and then you guys were eating on all kind of different herbs and so on in the bushes, man. Which you look up at juniper roots, they're very good for you and stuff. And you guys were doing all kinds of shit. You guys didn't have no language. You guys braid. You guys never took showers for years and so on. We're the ones who civilized you guys, man. We took in some of your men and women into our estates, or our kingdom, so to speak. And we're the ones who civilized you guys and showed you our ways. But at the end of the day, you guys turned on us, man, because the scripture says never trust thy enemy, man. Because it's like, at the end of the day, it's like we showed you guys too much, and you guys rose up high in some of our noble families, man, which Jake was going off back then. So, but it's all prophecy, man. They were driven forth from among men. They cry after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. That's why you call yourself Caucasian, because you guys dwell in the Caucasus Mountains, man. Up there. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than all the earth. And you guys are children of fools, because you guys have rulership of the whole earth, and you're the only people on earth, or only kingdom, of people who rule the earth, who's destroying the earth on the fastest Richter scale in life. You guys are destroying the earth every day, man. It's a miracle. Or we have to give thanks to Heavenly Father that we're still alive every day, man, because it's a miracle that we're alive. Through all the chemtrails you're putting, the pollution in the water, the air, the fake foods we're eating, these GMO foods, everything, the clothes that we put on our skin, everything that we do is killing us, from the paint in our house or the lights in our house, man. All these things, man. Everything what this devil does is just death, man. And the Most High is gonna get rid of them, man. So they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And now I am their song, yea, I am their byword. Yeah, they call us nigger or nigga. Like now every white guy or white girl, they think it's cool to say nigga and stuff, because you guys made it fucking cool. Slacking, because that's why, because our people made it cool, or whatever, or made it acceptable, whatever. But like, you can't call them cracker though, or call them a redneck, or otherwise you're racist. But they call you nigga and talk shit, and it's supposed to be accepted. You know, I tell any white, like there's a white guy at my work tried to say that like, hey, I'm like, I'm not like every other man out here. I'm like, yo, like you better not say that around me, bro, cause you know when these fucking crackers get too comfortable around you. I told them straight up, like I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that word come out your mouth, even though it just means black or whatever. But I don't want to hear no fucking Edomite saying that in my ears, you know. Now I am their song, yea, I am their byword. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. Yeah, I took that as a spit in my face, man. And other things, and like and like Slaka, and other things that they do to us, whatever, to our people, on a mass scale, is a spit in our face as a nation, man. Because ye have loosed my course and afflicted me. They have also let loose the bridle before me. Upon my right hand rise the youth. They push away my feet, and they rise up against me the ways of the destruction. You could keep reading, man. You know, this is a powerful scripture here, man. You know, but there's other stuff in here, but that was pretty much the point where, you know, it clearly shows you here in this book. Let me just get my camera. It clearly shows you in this book here, the Horizon book of the Middle Ages, you know, that the Israelites were in rulership here. Clearly. You know, like these are like some of the clear images. There's some more. Try to show you one more before I wrap it up. Look at all this, like there's like blue people and stuff. Esau is like painting over images, doing all kinds of fuckery. See if I could find one more for you brothers and few sisters out there. Because these devils, they destroyed a lot of our images, man. A lot of our images. But with that, I'm just gonna say shalom, you know, and all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers out there doing the works in truth and sincerity. My name's karna from GMS Toronto, and giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone. You know, keep pushing this thing, exposing these devils, and you know, stay strong, man. Shalom.